Here's an example. Let me rewrite it more neatly. It's the square root of negative 7 times the square root of minus 567. So how are we supposed to simplify that? I want us to simplify it. Well, the first thing you do is you take negatives out as i's, don't you? Remember, a negative inside of a root always comes out and it's an I. So I square root of 7, I square root of 567. Good so far. No more negatives. Negatives inside of a root come out as an I because they're saying it's imaginary now. It's not real. You can't take the square root of negative numbers. It's imaginary. Okay, now what we're going to do is we can just multiply these two i's. I times I is I squared. And then multiply these numbers and put them in one parenthesis. If you take 7 times 567 on your calculator, it's 3969. That's 7 times 567. See what I did there? I just multiplied the I with the I and the number with the number. Okay, and then if you hit the square root button on your calculator, you'll find out this is 63. And remember what I squared is? In fact, I probably shouldn't have written it. Remember what we always do with I squared? Negative 1. We always replace I squared with negative 1. So this becomes negative 1 times 63. This is negative 63. We're done. So that was an interesting question. So again, what did we do? Negatives in the roots came out as i's. And then the roots were normal now. No more negatives. So we just did I times I to be I squared, and the number times the number, big old number, then square rooted it. And I squared, we never leave. We replace with negative 1. So then it's negative 1 times 63. It's negative 63.